everyone, it's me Nampo. Does this cup look nice on me? Daddy is still around, but I insisted I do the introduction for him today. So today we are going to have a special guest, Uncle Ruben, who is going to be telling you about his academic life experiences. And if you're a parent, I urge you to listen carefully so you know how to help your child academically, socially, physically, and in all aspects. I also urge you to get some popcorn and a drink because this story is going to be very exciting and interesting to listen to. So, without further ado, introduce you to Uncle Ruben. Uncle Ruben is a geologist, he's a father of three, he's a pastor, and he's also a photographer. And without wasting so much time, let's welcome Uncle Ruben.
So, Uncle Ruben, my beloved daughter Nampo has introduced you. So, we are not going to waste time after that. Let's get into your story. You said you did WAEC how many times?
Well, if we want to count it, WAEC, NACO, GCE, I also have it 10 times.
10 times?
Yes.
You are sure?
Yeah.
And we can fact check it.
We can fact, and I can count it for you if you want.
Okay. No, I believe you. But why? What happened? Sorry, is it that you were not, academically? What happened?
Well, all my life, I've always wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a medical doctor. So I have other courses going on well for me. The challenge I had was physics. And in my school, we didn't have a good physics teacher. And I didn't have any extramural classes,
Wait. Why physics? Why did you need physics? What did you need physics for?
Because one of the criteria to be a medical doctor, there are 5 subjects you must get. Basic for you to be a medical doctor.
Okay.
Maths, English, physics, biology, and chemistry.
So you had all these other subjects?
Yes, I had them.
English and everything?
I had them.
Physics was the problem?
Physics was the problem.
Please tell me this story.
Yeah, so did WAEC, kept writing. At the point, I almost wanted to give up. I remember one certain time, my dad calling me into his room, and my dad telling me, my son, don't be tired writing exams. Even if you have to write 10 times to get the physics, I will register you 10 times. And then he said another striking thing. My younger brother, we call him Bozeman as a nickname. He went to a good school. He went to Niger Delta Secondary School, the one at Lumola here. And he had a good, physics teacher, had good teachers in all subjects, and he was fast coming behind me. He told me, don't look at them because you're not running the same destiny. So focus on your own, write. And when each right time you write, believe that you can get it. And so I kept writing and I kept writing. And then I applied for a suit pre-science. Yes, I applied for a suit pre-science at Nsukka. So then my dad was nudging me to come back and write because since I had told him I want to be a medical doctor, he was excited. He's going to have a medical doctor as a child. So at the point, I decided, no, let me do something else. Let me go for geology. I had, because I needed a course that has to do about nature. Okay. So I applied, started doing pre-science in Nsukka to be to go for geology. And then my dad called me to come and write again. I said, no, Dad, I'm not going to write again.
At this time when you decided you're not going to write again, if I understand it very well, you were writing WAEC and GCE.
And NACO. And NACO started 1999.
Okay, so it was first WAEC and GCE.
Yes.
Like you write WAEC in June and then GCE in November.
Yes.
And you will still not get physics.
Yes.
And then you decided next year.
Yes.
Wow. So after each break, after each, like you write WAEC and you did not pass, how did you feel at that point?
It's normal for everybody. I felt discouraged. Yes, I did. I felt discouraged because each time I see, my physics will always be P7, 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 and just nearly narrow escape. And sometimes my dad would tell me that the P7, we don't know if it's just 2 points. If it's just 2 points below the 6.6 that you will have, that will guarantee you a space as a medical student in one of the universities. So that's what they kept telling me. So that year I went to Nsukka, I was doing my pre-science, and while I was doing the pre-science, I just woke up one morning and I called my dad. Went to Union Bank in Enugu, called my dad, and I told him, I want to register for WAEC. That this time around, I'm going to get the physics. My dad was excited that I decided to come and write again. He was excited. So he said, okay, I should come over. So I came down. When I came down to Port Harcourt, lo and behold, the time for registration for WAEC that year, I won't forget it, was over. They've closed. So in my church then, we had someone who is working in WAEC office. So I met him and the man told me, I can't forget his words again. He said, so why didn't you come on time? Why didn't you come when the window was open? I would have placed you in a good school. Now, mind you, all this while I was writing this WAEC, my dad has never been a fan of sorting. So all the times I'm going to write WAEC, GCE, my dad wasn't giving me any extra money. So when the man said that, made that statement, I knew what he meant. But I told the man, no problem. Is there anywhere I can register me? He said, yes. He said, we're going to register me in the UBIMA. The facts are there. You can go and check it. So I wrote my last WAEC in community secondary school, UBIMA. That was where I wrote and I had my physics.
At this time, when you now finally got this physics, you were already in that ESUT program.
Pre-science, yes.
Pre-science program.
Yes. Okay.
How did you think the problem? What was the reason why you were not practicing the physics apart from you thinking that you did not have a good teacher? Because I believe at the time you were writing the exam, other students passed the physics. Are you sure it's not something to do with your own competence, or is it village people? Which one is the factor there?
Well, there is one thing with every child. When a child have a good teacher in a particular subject, when that teacher is good in a particular subject, the teacher will get to make that child to love that subject. Now, when a teacher doesn't know a subject and also frightens a child, it shuts the child's ability to love that subject.
Wait. Now, don't mention the teacher's name. I'm not after that.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You did not, let me use the word, like the teacher because he frightens you.
Yes.
So that's why you didn't do well in the subject. Because other people must have passed the.
As a matter of fact, I don't want to start giving you facts, but if I should do that in that particular school, if I can remember, I don't think.
Don't mention anybody's name.
I'm not mentioning names. I don't think if there are people that wrote physics that year, I don't think they were up to 5 that had physics that year in the whole science students in that school.
So what we are saying clearly here is that the ability of the teacher, or rather the inability of the teacher
to convey the knowledge to me is part of the factor that affected me. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. Because now I love biology. Oh my God, I love biology so much that I can draw the most difficult diagrams in biology. I can do that. And why make me do that?
You are good in biology, good in chemistry. So physics was the problem.
That's my challenge.
So after you've taken it about 3 or 4 times, why did you just leave it and go for geology? Your love for it was just, you didn't want to.
Interestingly, even in geology, you still need the physics.
Okay.
Because when I finally got to ESUT and I read geology in ESUT, that's a course we called geophysics.
Okay.
Is a geology mixed with physics. Okay. That's the best way I would explain for layman's understanding sake. And that subject I had it A.
Okay, wait now. Oh, you had an A there.
I had an A. In all my geophysics, I had my geophysics.
Okay, let me ask this question now. Let us assume the way the things now played out at the end of the day, when you finally got into school and all the rest. The area I'm going to is this.
Okay.
How did you feel all those years, number 1? 2, your father did not at any point discourage you or say anything that made you feel bad, because most parents will have been like,
if my dad had said one iota of ill words to me, I think that would have devastated me the more. I don't think I would have succeeded going to school. Let me use it that way.
So he encouraged you all through.
My dad said, even if you have to write it 10 times, his words, I will register you 10 times.
You see, this is what I'm trying to bring out here. Yes, any parent that is watching this video, you see, you have to be there for your children.
Exactly.
To encourage them.
Exactly.
You have to be there for your children.
Exactly.
Pray along with them.
Exactly.
Find out what their problems are. Because clearly I could see now this is partly a problem of a teacher. Not that it's a bad teacher.
No.
It's just that there is a way he's teaching that
ability to convey the knowledge
did not work out well, let us say for you. So this story is to encourage you out there, if you're a parent watching this cast, to stand by your child. I have also a book that has prayers for matters like this, a prayers for academic comeback, and that book is called Strategic Prayers for Students. And if you're interested, you just have to send me a mail on strategicprayers4@gmail.com, so that you can get prayers like this for people waiting for result, people believing God for result, writing exams, and for other things that may come in. So what is your last word, so that I won't be able to tell? What's your last word for anybody who is experiencing this kind of thing? I mean, a child out there, what will you say to the person?
My last words are two. One, for the child, never give up. Never give up, no matter what. Two is for the parent. Never for any reason run your child down with any ill words because they aren't good in a particular subject. You will castigate them and say, your mates are doing better. No, don't do that. Don't compare your child with any child. No two child are the same. Don't do that. Always be there for your child.
Okay, one more question. At the time your junior ones were getting close to you, or maybe they were even overtaking you and going to school, did you feel bad, or did you feel any sibling rivalry?
Oh, my dad has filled in those holes before that time that those things happen. As a matter of fact, I served the same year with my younger brother that I'm older than. I served the same year with him. While I was serving in Nasarawa, he was serving in Sokoto. Okay. I never failed anyway.
Okay, what of the area you are living in? People around, was there any, like, they made jest of you, made mockery of you, and all the rest? How did you feel with the society?
Normally, as a person, I'm not a person that is giving into peer pressure. I'm not a type that is giving into, hey, my classmates are in school, I'm not in school. The way my dad spoke to me, talked to me, I don't feel those things. So, as a matter of fact, I didn't feel it. And when I got into the university, interestingly, I met some of my colleagues, some of my classmates there. We all entered the same year too. So probably them too, they're having their own challenges somewhere, so I never felt anyway, so I'm cool. Today, to even tell you how cool I am, my younger brother is a master degree holder. I'm just a BSc holder. I don't feel any way. I support him. I even push him. I see opportunities for him to go and do his PhD. I send it to him. Go. Because his destiny and mine are not the same. I don't feel any way. I'm cool.
Okay. So I would like to round this up at this point. Uncle Ruben, as Nampo called you, thank you for coming on this cast and coming to share with us.
Thank you.
Please let us be there for our kids when they have issues in school. It may not be WAEC, it may be issues of being bullied in school, which we have been talking about. Exactly. And in that book that is coming, that ebook, all these things are there. So, Uncle Ruben, thank you for the time you spent with us. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody, for the time you have spent in watching this cast. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, Nampo, too, for anchoring this program for us. I hope my cap sits well on her. Let me know in the comment section. God will help us. So please like, comment, and share, and let everybody hear this story in case they have children that are struggling with certain subjects in school or with a particular exam. Don't give up. God is faithful. I'll see you in the next video.